Alright, Outlaw Radio Live fans, we are live on the air with none other than Gunit Capo. This is a long anticipated wait for this interview, but how are you doing tonight, brother?
I'm doing good. All praises due. I appreciate y'all for having me.
Hey, you're most certainly welcome, man. You're a very talented individual, and was very excited to get you on the show, man. So without further ado, I gotta ask you, what made you decide to get into the music industry?
My big brother that's incarcerated right now in the federal penitentiary, Dante. He go by Deuce Dollar. He actually started my music career when I was 9 years old. My brother taught me how to write music, read music, actually record music and produce beats. So I got to give a lot of love and praise to my big brother Dante and the feds. Free my brother.
First off, I want to say, man, free up to your brother Dante, man. I hope God blesses him and he comes home soon, homie. So the name G-Unit Capo, how did you get that?
I actually signed a 3-album deal, my first major deal with G-Unit Records, Dumb Out Entertainment, through 50 Cent artist Maserati Fox, who got killed a few years ago, R.I.P. to Maserati Fox. And Maserati Fox actually gave me that name when we did the World Star hip-hop footage the day I signed with G-Unit Dumb Outs. He actually said, now you're officially the capo of the unit, so it was a blessing in disguise.
That's awesome, man. That was actually my next question. How did that 3-album exclusive deal come to be? How did you get it linked up with those guys?
I actually met Maserati Fox through French Montana. My cousin is D'Angelo Hall, the former cornerback for the Washington Redskins. I have a lifetime management production deal with my cousin D'Angelo Hall with his company Big Time 21. And then before I signed my deal with G-Unit, I also had an independent deal with Allen Iverson, the NBA legend, and Ty Gracie with ABK Crew Thick. So we were doing a show in Virginia at the Virginia House of Comedy, and French Montana was coming down to film his Cocaine City DVD when he was signed with Akon, and he was coming to get footage on Allen Iverson and Ty Gracie. And being that I was the new artist with Ty Gracie and Allen Iverson, and they couldn't make the venue, they booked me to show up for them. And when French Montana came to Virginia to do the footage on Cocaine City, he actually had Maserati Fox from G-Unit with him. And when Maserati Fox seen me, he said it was something about me, so he asked me, did I have any music on hand? I gave Mozzie a CD with 17 songs on it. And after their show that night and we did the footage, Mozzie called me 2 days later and offered me a 3-album deal. And it's been history in the making ever since.
Man, that's a crazy story. I did not know you worked with Allen Iverson, man, so I have to ask this from a fan's point of view. What was Allen Iverson like, man? He was one of my favorite ball players as a youngin'.
Oh, man, he's an inspiration in itself, man. It's just like he motivated me so much as a youngin', man, and he taught me so much. And one of the main things he taught me was only the strong survive and that you never can quit. And no matter how many obstacles this life gives you, you gotta hurdle over. I mean, you're gonna fall down sometimes, but sometimes the biggest blessings is in the lessons. So you gotta learn lessons from the failures, because failures are part of success. And Bubba Chuck told me you're gonna fail a lot on your way to the top. And I just use all of my lessons as blessings, man, and it's working in my favor.
That's crazy, man, because Allen Iverson, in my eyes, is one of the best ball players that ever graced the NBA, man. So that's crazy you got to work with him, man. That's an utmost blessing for sure.
Already salute to my big bro, Bubba Chuck, Allen Iverson, the GOAT.
So how did you and French Montana get linked up?
I was in New York City and in Philadelphia with Ty Gracie and Allen Iverson doing the Source Awards, and I met French Montana actually 3 times personally, and then one of French Montana personal friends, B from Philly, he actually plugged us in together, and B actually got me an actual single feature with J-Rock from Top Dog 2 in the same week that he plugged me with French Montana. So a big shout out to B from Philly too.
That's crazy, man. So what was the Source Awards like, you doing that? What was that like, that experience?
The experience was crazy, man, because I got to meet so many artists that I looked up to and admired growing up. And for them to show me so much love and support as a new artist coming into the game, it was just phenomenal, man. And it just motivated me to keep going. Like Nipsey said, man, you got to keep going. The marathon continues.
Rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle, most definitely on that one. And I have to say, man, not a lot of artists ever even get graced with the Source Awards, man. So that's a a great achievement just in itself. Also, you hosted a mixtape called Trappin' and Gun Clappin' with 40 Glock. What was it like doing that project, and what was it like working with Glock?
40 Glock, that's my big homie and also my label mate under G Unit. And me and 40 Glock, we actually met in 2009 or 2008 when Floyd Mayweather fought Capo. Me, 40 Glock, and DJ Paul from 3-6 Mafia, we were the headliner act for Floyd Mayweather pre-fight party in Vegas when he fought Capo. And ever since I met my big homie 40 Glock, man, we had a crazy, phenomenal bond, man, and we just kept the love and the mutual bond going. And my former manager had said, man, you and 40 should definitely get on the track together. And I called 40. I was like, man, fuck doing the track. Let's do a whole take together, man. Set the streets on fire. He said, let's do it, little bro. And we locked in on it, man. It was a crazy prime, epic mixtape, man. Big shout out to 40 Glock.
And I have to say, I had the privilege of interviewing 40 Glock as well. And like you said, man, he's a very, very great guy, man. So most definitely shout out to 40 Glock. I had the privilege of listening to that mixtape as well, and I have to say, you guys deliver some straight bangers through and through the entire mixtape.
Salute. Big up to Outlaw Radio.
So I have to ask this. Back in August, you and Jay Prince Jr. from Rap-A-Lot Records were putting in work in the studio. What was it like working with him?
Man, I gotta start off by saying all praises to the Most High, because two of my favorite rappers are in a lot of dealings with Jay Prince Jr., and that's Meek Mills and Drake. And for Jay Prince Jr. in Rap-A-Lot Records and Treble Clef Studios in Atlanta, for them to reach out to me and send me the personal invite to come perform in front of Jay Prince Jr. for him and his father, the whole weekend event was just amazing. And the love and the support that I got back from Rap-A-Lot Records and Jay Prince Jr., I just want to let the fans know that we definitely working. I can't say too much right now because we have a few more meetings to take, but we definitely working. We have some new music on the way, so just stay tuned.
Oh, that's most definitely going to be exciting. G-Unit Capo, Jay Prince Jr. putting in work, man. You can only imagine what the fuck is going to happen with that. I'm actually stoked. Hopefully everything goes right with that, man, because I'm looking forward to hearing them projects. Also back in...
Man, I'm praying.
Same here, man. Recently, you performed at Something in the Water Festival. What was it like doing that show and being up in front of thousands of people?
Pharrell was actually like a big bro and a mentor to me. Pharrell and Chad Hugo from the Neptunes. My first major record deal I was signed when I was 9 years old in the 90s with Tommy Boy Records. And Teddy Riley and Pharrell, they basically were the project managers for my group, Rough Enough. And Pharrell always showed me a genuine love, and so does my uncle Teddy Riley, the icon, the music legend. And they actually got me on stage, and they let me pass out my flyers and posters to over 43,000 fans as they screamed for me. And I had all of them throw up the Virginia sign, and it was just an epic experience for me, man. And I got to give a big shout out to my mom. My mom played a big part in that too, just by telling me I need to be at that event. That was real important for my career. So I made sure I got back from Atlanta to make sure I was in Virginia to be there for that event. It was just epic, man. So big shout out to Pharrell, Chad Hugo, Teddy Riley, and the whole Something in the Water Festival, man. It was love.
I saw the little video clip you put on your IG, and I have to say it was one hell of a great turnout for that festival. I also saw on YouTube that yourself and NBA legend Stephen Marbury have a commercial that you guys did together. How did you and Stephen meet, and what was it like working with him?
I have a very, very close friend by the name of Trayvon Lathan. He won 3 world championships overseas for the Tijuana Zonkies. And him and Stephon Marbury brother, Zach Marbury, they're close friends. So I actually went and stayed at Stephon Marbury house with his brother Zach Marbury about 4 or 5 years ago, and we became mutual friends. And he became a fan of my music. The Marbury brothers had talked about managing me and just linking me up with certain celebrities that they knew in the game. And I seen that he was about to come out with the Globe Ball, so I put my mind together and I said I should make a song for him to show him how much I fuck with him. So it took me about 2 weeks to, man, just study his whole life, man, on YouTube and every documentary and highlight clip on Stephon Marbury, and I designed an epic single called Globe Ball. entitled For Him, and he loved the song so much he signed me to a placement deal. We actually shooting a commercial in China, and the single will be released with the ball all over the world, man. So it's definitely gonna be something big, and the single is out right now on all digital platforms. So y'all can go get that now.
Most definitely. I played that for our listeners as well, and we got some really great feedback in the live chat. So people are eating that Glow Balls track up already, man. And I have to ask, speaking of a track, you dropped a song called Depression. Directly after this interview, I'm going to be spinning that for our live audience and also for our on-demand audience as well. What's the story and inspiration behind that track? And could you tell us a little bit about the song? That way when our listeners listen to it, they can wrap their head around the track a little bit more.
One thing about Gunit and Capo, man, I'm honest and up close in front with my fans. So I lost my uncle, my dad, baby brother, Derek Newton. I lost him when I was a kid. I was about 7, 8 years old. And my uncle was fighting depression for a few months because his wife was cheating on him. And he actually caught his wife cheating on him with his son in the house. And my uncle took his life. And as a kid, that hit me real hard. You know, that depression sunk in on me too. It was like a train effect, man. It hit my uncle, and we lost him. And that same depression, it kind of triggered over to me as a kid because I just didn't understand why my uncle would take his own life. And depression is something real, man, something that I dealt with as an adult and as a child. And I lost my uncle to suicide. And I know a lot of people out here that lost relatives and close friends to suicide. And I know a lot of people out here fight depression every day. So I just wanted to do something for the people, my fans, the community, for anybody that's out or down on life right now. I just want to give them some type of outlet to let them know as an escape route. You know, you can get help. You know what I mean? And I want to be that outlet for them. And if they want to hit me up, you can hit my Instagram DM. I respond back to all DMs accordingly. I know it take a lot of time because I got a lot of messages, but I try to hit everybody back. Even if it take me 6 months, I'll still hit you back. So if you need any type of advice or just want to get some off your chest, DMG and the Capo, let's work, man. Depression is something real, and I wanna find a cure for it.
And first off, man, before we jump into any other questions, I do want to say sincerely my condolences to your uncle, man. It's a very, very bad situation, man, but I do want to extend my sincere condolences, man, to you and to your entire family.
Thank you, big bro. I appreciate that.
Most certainly welcome, man. In August, you were in D.C. performing your song Depression for the homeless. How did that mini concert come to be, and what was it like doing that for the community of D.C.?
I was actually in D.C. For a meeting with Stephon Marbury and Zach Marbury for the Glow Ball. And Marbury's flight was delayed, I believe, 2 hours. So while I was waiting for him to land in D.C., I came across a promoter downtown D.C., and he actually was talking to me about booking me for a show. But he said he was doing a community event right there in the middle, in the heart of D.C., and he said, man, it would just be a blessing if you come out and just shake some of the people's hands and just give the homeless some words of advice. So when I got out there, man, one of the homeless men that was out there, he had a boom box or with a Bluetooth speaker set up and a wireless microphone, and the microphone had duct tape around it. I didn't even think the microphone worked, but he asked me, he was like, G, and the Capo, man, could you please bless this man with a performance? And I said, man, I'm going to give y'all the biggest performance I ever gave. So I actually performed 6 songs out there. I only recorded that one because that one meant the most to me, but that was one of the most heartfelt performances I ever done because those homeless people, they were out there borrowing people's phones from the street just to record me. Even though they knew they couldn't take it back home, they still wanted to show me that love and support. So they actually went out and asked people could they borrow their phone, and the people that told them no, they still went out and got those people, strangers, to come out and record my performance for them. So it was an epic event, and I always do charity events for the homeless and to try to find cures for cancer and HIV. So I just want to let the people know, man, I'm out here, and I'm definitely trying to impact change through the culture of hip-hop.
And I do have to commend you on this, man, because not a lot of artists nowadays really care about their community, really care about charity events like that, man. So on behalf of myself and our entire audience, man, and I want to let you know, like I told you earlier, this show is uncensored. I don't sugarcoat nothing. So I want to say on behalf of myself and my entire audience, thank you for everything you do, man. Because that's that's some of the most realest shit I've ever heard on my show, and I mean that, man. Thank you for everything you do, bro.
Man, I truly appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. All praises due, big dog.
It actually kind of took. I actually know what I got lost for words when you said that. So that's kind of why I was like kind of tripping over my words there a little bit, man. But I have to ask, man, what's next for G-Unit Capo, man? Any new projects or concerts or anything else you want to let our listeners know about?
Of course. I actually have 2 mixtapes on the way. The Resistance and Life on the Red Carpet. And then I have my highly anticipated debut album, All Eyes on Capo, that will be released in 2020, except for release in February, early February, but the actual release date will be posted publicly in January. So I have features from Paul Wall, Glasses Malone, Grammy Award winning artist J-Rock from Top Dog. I have 2 singles with him on the album. And I actually have 2 singles with Nipsey Hussle artists, one with Pac-Man and the other with Jay Stone from All Money In. So this album is going to be epic, man, and it's one of the best body of works I've ever done. And I just want my fans and my new fans just to tap in, man, just walk with me.
Man, that sounds like a legendary, timeless record before it even gets released, man. So many great names you just named off on that record, man. This is the time that I give the guest that comes on the show a chance to give their thanks or shout-outs to whoever they want to give shout-outs to. And also their social media handles. That way individuals that are listening, whether it's live or on demand, can follow you and your musical journey.
Already. I have to give a big shout out first and foremost to the Most High, because without him, none of this would be possible. And I gotta give a huge shout out to my mom. My mom is the most amazing mother on this planet. She's my number 1 fan, my number 1 critic, everything, man. I love you, Mom. I appreciate everything you've done for me. Another big shout out to my manager, Mark Anthony Harris, one of the best managers on the planet. We work in making history. Shout out to Team Starberry, the whole G-Unit family, Sony Records, The Orchard, my artist, Big Money J, RP Nipsey, the whole All Money In family. We working. Paul Wall, Glasses Malone, J-Rock, you already know what it do, man. G-Unit Capo, already famous world tour coming 2020. Big shout out to DJ Immortal, Outlaw Radio, we working. History to make it.
Most definitely, brother. Do you want to give your social media handles to our audience? That way they can hit you up?
Yeah. G-Unit Capo, all social media at G-Unit Capo. G-U-N-I-T-C-A-P-O. Let's get it.
Most definitely. Thank you very much, Capo, for coming up live on Outlaw Radio. It was an absolute honor and a blessing. You have yourself a wonderful night, man. God bless.
God bless. Thanks for having me. Let's do it again.
Most certainly, man. Have yourself a wonderful night. Alright guys, that was none other than G-Unit Capo, live on Outlaw Radio. But for now, without further ado, here is his song, Depression, on Outlaw Radio Live.
Yeah. Depression. You know everybody on this planet go through a point in their life where they feeling down, where life got the best of them. And family, friends, kinfolk don't understand. I've been going through some things, depression kicked in, people change. Hit the trap, had to give me some change. 5 kids, gotta feed every day. Clout chasing, man, them niggas don't bang. 550, I'm switching them lanes. Press the cord, about to give them some pain. 8 years to establish my name. I've been going through some things, depression kicked in, people change. Hit the trap, had to give me some change. 5 kids, gotta feed every day. Clout chasing, man, them niggas don't bang. 550, I'm switching them lanes. Press the cord, about to give them some pain. 8 years to establish my name. Sound hard, got addicted to fame. Raising Chuck, yeah, they gave me the game. Crew thicker than 100K, hair braided by Yama shades. You know it's tattooed on my face. Chuck Taylor's all red to the lace. Big flow, so I'm counting on faith. First advance, $250,000 to save. Light the gas when I walk in the bank. Heavy drip, got the mop out the lake. Fuck the love, cause I know that it's fake. You ain't help put no food on my plate. Niggas plotting while they smile in my face. Make a call, get the pussy erased. Pour aid, I'm in love with the taste. Free my brother, pray they open the gates. Luca Brasi, I be zoning the gate. Disrespect, get kicked in the face. Stand no backs, got me rolling the A. Me and Draco, we be killing the stage. Hit the Mac, gotta pray every day. Catch my dreams, yours running away. way. Hit the mat, gotta pray every day. Catch my dreams, yours running away. I've been going through some things, the pressure kicked in, people change. Hit the trap, had to give me some change. 5 kids, gotta feed every day. Cloud chasing, man, them niggas don't bang. 550, I'm switching them lanes. Press the core, about to give them some pain. 8 years to establish my name. I've been going through some things, the pressure kicked in, people change. Hit the trap, had to give me some change. 5 kids, gotta feed every day. Cloud chasing, man, them niggas don't bang. 550, I'm switching them lanes. Press the core, about to give them some pain. 8 years to establish my name. Made so many hits this year, I need a vacation. Called my plug the other day, said we trading places. Got the gang tied up like my shoelaces. Speed tied during the woods for the major cases. New management, Cap had to make some changes. Flowing concrete, pussy niggas can't break us. And the yo money bag flow going federal. Lick City, DC, gas smoking medical. Half a mile, body high off the edible. Career on the rise, my pen game impeccable. Uncle Dick killed himself, he suffered from depression too. When I close my eyes at night, I can feel them shots too. I've been going through some things, the pressure kicked in, people change. Hit the trap, had to give me some change. 5 kids, gotta feed every day. Cloud chasing, man, them niggas don't bang. 550, I'm switching them lanes. Press the core, about to give them some pain. 8 years to establish my name. I've been going through some things, the pressure kicked in, people change. Hit the trap, had to give me some change. 5 kids, gotta feed every day. Cloud chasing, man, them niggas don't bang. 550, I'm switching them lanes. Press the core, about to give them some pain. 8 years to establish my name.
J Bunkin.